Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the VRS Truck Series hosted here in the Crown Jewel Racing League. I am your host for tonight, Corey Mott. Joined in the booth with me this evening, the driver of the number 55 Circuit Cup Series Ford Mustang, sponsored by Dubby, is Cameron Romano. Cameron, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, Corey. How are you?
Oh, it's a fantastic evening here in Indianapolis for the TSport 200. This is our first race with the brand new VRS nomenclature. Very big sponsorship for the league. Really excited for what is coming in the league. Just for those of you who were not aware or missed the big announcement, they will be sponsoring the remainder of the 2024 season and the 2025 season as well. So we will be getting a lot of VRS goodies for the Championship 4, including coaching packs, data packs, and some trophies and hats and stuff like that. So a lot of really cool items coming from VRS for this upcoming season, as well as going into the next season as well. Um, we got a long race tonight, Cameron. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. This one's gonna be tough. I foresee a lot of cautions in our future. What do you think? Have you ran this track?
The last time I ran this track, I believe, was when we ran the late model series, and from what I can tell, good old short track racing, and there is going to be cautions indeed. And you know that old saying, cautions do in fact breed cautions.
Yeah, and especially at a track like this, the preferred lane is the outside lane. Now, I have seen some people be able to use the lower line, but effectively in racing, that is to be determined, right? That is to be
Yeah.
determined for sure. Sorry, I'm bringing up my stuff here. I didn't update my cameras. I do want to see if I have cameras for IRP. I didn't think I did, but if I do, I want to get those in iRacing Super Speedway. Don't think I do. No, don't think I do. So we don't have any fancy cameras today. So we'll stick to the basics. So let's go ahead and run through the starting order here tonight.
That's right.
You can go
Starting
ahead and
on pole
go for it.
is the number 63 of Johnny Avila, running a 21.629. Shortly, right behind him, Cody Porter with a 21.695. Connor Last Minute Wold with a 21.720. Wyatt Sadler with a 21.737. Nishil Condoor with a 21.824. And that is your top five for this evening. Corey, do you want to take it through the rest of the top 10?
Absolutely. So we got Zach Saunders starting on the outside of Nishil Condoor, followed by Thomas Villano and Nathaniel Campbell. That's row number 4. Row number 5, we've got Mac Fabany, a rare truck start tonight for him, followed by Garth Griswold in the 10th position.
Starting 11th, we got Jim Papamott with a 22.303. And then we got Michael Deach with a 22.364. Corey Schramm with a 22.368. Henry Kalhoff with a 22.379. David Guimond, I think I pronounced that right, with a 22.383. Jonathan Legger with a 22.732. And John Connor with a staggering 43.553. And those are the drivers who have posted a lap time here in qualifying. As we see the field begin to roll off pit road here.
Yep, the remainder on the field that did not place a time, that's going to be Tyler Krawcheck, William Ranson, and Pete Morales. Gordon Fraley currently sitting in the race control position there. Getting ready for 200 laps of racing. We've got a wonderful stage break, actually 2 stage breaks, my bad, coming at lap number 60 and 120. 60 and 120 is going to be the stage breaks for tonight. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weather and such, if I can find it. Sorry, I moved all of my stuff around, so bear with me.
You're good, you're good.
And I also got on here, I kid you not, literally 2 seconds before it started. So this is split.
So did I.
Split number 3, round number 4. Or just round number 3. Round number 3. Sorry about that. We are all sorts of out of here, but it looks like they're getting ready to go green, so we'll live without it for now.
Yep.
Leading the field
Pace
green is
car.
going to be the 63 of Johnny Avila.
Pace car made its way onto pit road. The field is rounding out turn 4 right now.
Ready, green flag.
Green flag is in the air. We're racing here at Indianapolis Raceway Park. They are 2 by 2 as we go through the first 2 corners. We see them running side by side, but it looks like the 04 of Porter has the advantage as we go into 3 and 4 for the first time.
Yeah, that's that outside line. It's much preferred.
Oh,
Over
we
the
got a
inside of
spin!
the 88's around. The 88 Connor Wood is around. Any contact with anything else? Yes.
Oh.
It's going to be a little more contact there. I see a little bit of stuff going on. Let's take a look at what happened there. Looks like he collected Connor Wood, collected Henry Cowhoff and John Connor. Let's take a look at what happened here. Just to the inside, I believe that was Wyatt Sadler, and he had it stopped, and nobody could see it. It was just a blind corner exit there, honestly.
It seemed like he got just a little bit. He just got a tad loose.
Yeah, it
going
looks like
into
he touched
going into 3.
The left rear of Wyatt Sadler there, just a little touch, and that'll send you around here. This track is so flat. Anything that takes away downforce on your car, like a bump or anything, is just going to make you go crazy here. Let's take a look from the inside of John Connor's car here at what he saw in front of him. Sees them ahead.
You see him begin to check up.
Maybe. He just came to a complete stop, which is why it probably triggered. We'll also take a look at Henry Cowhoff as well from this view. He was the one that made contact with Wood, and we can just see how blinding these corners can be when somebody's right in front of you. You have absolutely no time to react. You can see the smoke, but just nowhere to go. Pushing Corey Schramm into the 88 of Connor Wood, and that's going to bring out our first caution of the night here.
Yeah. And we just got confirmation that the 95 of Pete Morales has failed to start the race. They were having some severe technical issues tonight, and therefore will not be
unfortunate for Pete. I believe he is
participating in tonight's VRS Truck Series event.
I do believe Pete is. Yeah, Pete Morales is right on the cut line, so that is definitely not ideal for him. As we take a look at the current playoff drivers, we have Zach Saunders, Nishil Condoor, and Mike Burnett, John Connor, myself, and Henry Cowhoff, and then currently in for this split is Johnny Avila, Cody Porter, and Oscar Jensen. However, Oscar is not here this evening, so he will rescind that spot. Matthew Owens, Stephen Mankey, and Garth Griswold are currently the top 3 into the wild card, followed by Jim Mott, Thomas Villano, Pete Morales, Ryan Taft, and Noah Nicholson. Now, Thomas Villano does have a 75-point penalty, however, that has not been added into those current standings, so you can pretty much take him out of the bottom down there. He is currently sitting well.
Absolutely. We see Connor Wold leave the pits as the field is choosing for the restart.
As I said, the outside line is definitely going to be the preferred line. It's going to be interesting to see who picks the bottom and kind of ride it out. I did a little bit of testing, and the bottom can work, but I think it just destroys your tires. So it's really going to be interesting to see what it actually, how it actually sections out here.
Yeah, IRP is definitely has a rough racing surface. So the bottom line is definitely going to eat up your tires a lot quicker. We see them going through the restart zone. Green flag back in the air. Cody Porter with the advantage.
Absolutely sends it into turn number 1, and he's cleared by a country mile over the rest of his teammate here. In third place, that's going to be the number 40 of Wyatt Sadler. I believe he has some relation to Elliott Sadler, as he has the Elliott Sadler Esports moniker on his truck there. So I wonder what the relation is there. This is his first race in the truck series. He raced in, and we got another caution coming out.
We have another caution. Let's see what happened.
This one is for David Guimond, it looks like. Take a look at what happened here. This is the number 13 truck. Looks like he got into the wall. Henry Kahlhoff finds some more contact on the back end of his truck there, as it looks like he just was slow out of turn number 4 and into the wall with him.
Yes, indeed. We just got an alert from one of our viewers if we can lower the engine noises and increase the volume of our microphones.
We can do that.
We can, in fact, do that. We have the technology.
We do have the technology.
You see the field. Something for me.
Yeah, that looks better. It looks like it's peaking over the desktop volume now.
There.
But if I
there
can
we go.
turn it down a little bit more if we want. We'll try it. We'll try here.
Yep.
Let me know how that sounds, guys, when they go green here. Go from there.
May need to lower the in-sim volume.
Yeah,
just a tad bit.
Yeah, I'm doing the doing it on the iRacing like mixer volume through Windows. It's a bit easier to control. I don't have to go into
All
the,
right.
what do you call that? I don't have to go into actual sound volume. Make sure we get that.
All right.
We'll get an update here.
Yep. We're working lap number 10 under caution for the second time.
Yeah, so what I was saying is Elliott does have the, or Wyatt does have the Elliott Sadler Esports stamp on his truck here. So I would be interested to know what the relation is there, if any.
Yeah.
Grandfather, son, who knows?
Yeah.
Elliott did race in the ARCA series last night, and me, him, and Nick Cordova had a fantastic finish there at Phoenix. That was a lot of fun. So happy to see him back here in the truck series tonight.
Yeah. You guys are running the Gen 6 cars for the ARCA series?
Yeah, it's a blast. They're the Gen 6 car with 200 pounds in the back of it and 95% power. So they actually look and sound and feel very similar to real ARCA cars.
Ooh.
With
I should probably
the heavy drag.
I should probably sign up for one of these ARCA races.
Yeah, we're at Vegas next week. That'll be a fun one. Not a whole lot of braking to do there. More front right management with just pinning it to the floor for a few laps and then managing your tires from there. So it'll be a good race for sure.
Sign me up. Consider me there.
I'm heading to the Choose here as well. Oh, that's Discord. That's not what I was looking for. We'll get that over here. We are heading to the Choose.
And it looks like Cody Porter has elected the outside line once again, that preferred racing groove here at Indianapolis Raceway Park.
A lot of cars out there with damage already. I think we've already had 4 or 5 cars get involved in an incident, so we'll have to see how the back of the pack manages that throughout the course of the race. It is very hard to get damage fixed here. It's like 35-second pacing times. Actually,
I believe so. Something sounds about right.
Sorry, 45-second pace times.
Field through the restart zone. We go green once again, and again Cody Porter with the advantage.
Hanging side by side there in that second row. That's Johnny Avila and Wyatt Sadler. Wyatt Sadler on the outside. Nishil behind him gets into the outside wall a little bit. Johnny Avila's going to dive it in there and clear the number 40 up the track. We head back
single file now.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some people in the wall.
Villano and William Branson there.
I think I saw Krawczyk graze the wall just a little bit, but we stay green.
Yeah, there's a lot of lot of wall to fight here with how
Absolutely.
the track lays out and the banking of the track. You have to basically run either 1 to 1.5.
Oh, we got a
lanes.
caution. It's Wyatt Sadler.
Oh, up in the front of the pack. Looks like he avoided collecting anyone else. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened there.
Looks like the truck just snapped loose coming out of 4.
Yep. I can tell you from testing that happened to me a few times as well. You have to be very light on that throttle on exit. Now, as the sun continues to set and as the track continues to cool off, they will be able to put more throttle in it, and we'll see lap times pick up. But as of right now, I can tell you that it is not easy out there.
It is not, but you know what? You know what? Props to Wyatt Sadler for keeping it off the wall that time.
Yeah, no damage there, so that's a good save by him. Way to not collect anybody. You know, when you're first running in the league for the first time, the last thing you want to do is get other people involved in your messes. So I'm sure that he's happy he didn't get anybody collected there, and he's gonna find his way down pit road, probably take some tires and assess if he has any damage at all.
Yeah. I don't think he'll have any damage, but he'll definitely need some 4 fresh Goodyear tires after that little incident.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We are running under caution here. This is the 3rd caution of the race, lap number 18 here at the Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. The outside there, this is Guimond getting his lap back that he lost from earlier in the race. This incident is David Guimond. See a lot of the regulars out here on the track tonight. Notable missing names would be Mike Burnett, the playoff driver, currently not here tonight, as well as Matthew Owens, currently sitting at the top of the wild card standings. So he may lose some positions in the wild card standings tonight for that as well. So we'll have to continue to monitor that after the race. We get those standings updated. After a quick Google search, Wyatt is the son of Elliott Sadler. There we go.
Oh, all right. It is confirmed. We do, in fact, have some racing royalty joining us tonight.
Some descendancy. Racing royalty descendancy on the track tonight. Always like to see members of the racing community staying involved in iRacing. It's always fantastic. So gonna have to see how he manages to drive back through the field. I will say he raced last night in the ARCA series, and he found his way through the field a couple of times. I think he was collected in a couple of incidents, just of other people's doing. But I mean, Phoenix was such a difficult track last night that I think just about everybody got stuck up in an incident or two. We'll have to see how he drives through the field, though. This is a notoriously hard track to pass on, and finding speed when there's somebody clogging up the outside line is very hard. So that'll be something we'll have to continue watching.
Yep, the field is coming to the choose cone this time. Will we see Cody Porter elect the outside line again? He's been pretty strong on that outside line, but let's see if he switches it up a little bit.
I bet you $1,000 he chooses the outside line. He's scraping the wall as he comes to the line. That's how bad he wants the outside line.
All right, Corey, pay up.
We got 1 lap to green here. 39 laps remaining in stage number 1. Stage caution coming at lap number 60. 10 points to the stage winner, as well as a bonus playoff point as well. That'll be important as they progress towards the playoffs here in about 5 races. As pace car is off and they get ready to go back green.
Field is stacking up in turn 3.
Green flag.
Up through the gears they go. We're green here again at IRP.
Looks like Avila definitely got a better start there, but not good enough as Zach Saunders is now on his outside. He's going to send it down into 3. Is he going to clear him? He is. Zach Saunders is going to try and diamond off the corner, but it's not going to be enough. And we got more wrecking
And we got
down the
another
front
caution.
stretch there.
Oh!
Connor Wood and Tyler Krawczyk. Those two are not at all strangers to each other. Jim Mott also involved. We'll have to see what happened here in this incident. Oh, let's take a look here. Jim Mott looks to be a solo incident. Yep, looks like he spun out. No contact for Jim Mott. Let's also take a look at what happened. So let's show the full picture here. Coming down into turn number three, Connor Wold gives the 4 of Tyler Krawczyk a little bump heading out of 4.
Yeah.
And then, oh, yeah, it looks like my dad's spin actually caused Wold to not have anywhere to go. He got spun by Krawczyk, but I don't think there's going to be major damage there. Maybe a little front left damage, but that should be no more than 30 seconds, I would imagine, for both drivers.
And we've just heard from race control that they are moving to single file restarts, so no more choose for the foreseeable future of this event.
As expected, and that's right in line with what we heard from Gordon Fraley before this race. He stated that he would not be afraid to make it a single file restart event if they cannot get it figured out. If they can't get sorted on their own, he will sort them for them. He will sort it for them. So, early controversy here as Connor Wold and Tyler Krawczyk do have a storied history. The many of times Connor Wold has yelled at Tyler Krawczyk on the radio, you can count on more than 10 fingers and 10 toes combined. So I'm sure that there is an interesting exchange going currently.
From what I heard from radio communications, Krawczyk actually apologized, I believe, for that incident. Even though he wasn't really at fault, but he's still apologizing, of course. Not so much ruining, but making it a much more difficult night for Connor Wold.
Yeah, Connor Wold really was just put in the worst possible situation there, being that he was basically stuck between my dad on the wall and being 3 wide above him. So, I mean, he had nowhere to go. I mean, I think that he honestly saved himself because I don't think Wold got any terminal damage there. But we'll have to, and that's another really fast driver we'll have to continue to monitor throughout the course of the race here.
Well, right now he's currently sitting 13th. It looks like he didn't go down pit road at all.
Pace car is off here. I forgot we're not doing the choose code, so we're getting ready to go green here.
This is going to be an interesting restart here. Green flag back in the air.
And it looks like the streets of Chicago with the single file restarts. Tyler Krawczyk all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack.
Cody Porter still hanging on to that lead with all he can. Johnny Avila goes to the inside, but doesn't clear him.
He's going to get past Zach Saunders on the exit of turn 4 there, or stay in front of Saunders, I guess.
You see him wash up the track just in front of Saunders a little bit.
Almost 4 wide, White Sadler to the bottom. He's going to pass 3 cars in one fell swoop there. Legger, Wold, and Krawczyk. He's going to slide up in front of John Legger. Connor Wold gets contact with the 28 at John Legger there. It's just not his day. He's running into everyone. There's somebody down on the bottom of the racetrack. Who was that?
I have a feeling it was Wold.
That was Connor Wold again, involved in another incident. I wonder what happened here. He got
Connor
contact with
the
28. And it looks like it just came out from under him again. Little contact on the front, nothing crazy. Puts that thing into reverse.
He's just not having a good night tonight.
It looks like his splitter's messed up. It looks like his diffuser, or not his diffuser, his skirts, his side skirts are messed up. I mean, poor Connor Wold is just having a tough go at it right now. It seems like he's running into everything and everyone at the moment. Gonna go in and get that damage looked at. I don't think that right rear quarter panel side skirt damage is fixable. But maybe his front damage that he got from that incident is. Fifth caution, lap 32. We are just barely through the halfway point here for the stage. So
This is I thought we were racing tonight. We're just
hey, all I'm gonna say is I said we were in for a long one.
you were right indeed.
Everybody knew what this race was going to be last week. I'm sure that's why a majority of long-time participants decided to sit this one out. A lot of wrecking for 15th place on back here. But this is, I think this is the most difficult track remaining on the schedule, besides maybe Martinsville. But Martinsville isn't that bad in the trucks, so I think we'll be okay.
I don't know if Martinsville in the Cup Series was a crash fest, then Martinsville in the Truck Series is going to be an even bigger crash fest.
Yeah, the difference though is the Truck Series doesn't have as much horsepower, so people tend to get stuck in line in the trucks. I feel, you know, they don't have as much opportunity to make moves because I mean, unless you're dive bombing in there. But I don't know. Did we race Martinsville earlier in the season?
We did for the Cup Series.
Yeah, but for trucks though, I feel like we did for some reason. I'm gonna go look this up. I'm gonna go stat for a second.
I don't think so, because we've been following the NASCAR schedule pretty closely.
Yeah, I think that the Truck Series runs every single race that the Truck Series do in real life with additional races added on as well. But I feel like they ran the trucks here earlier this season. I'm currently fact checking myself, so please hold on 1 second.
Speaking of NASCAR, how are you going to spend these 2 weeks off?
It's never a week off for me here. I will tell you that. We did not run. Oh yeah, we did right here. 200 laps. They're green, by the way. 200 laps. Mike Burnett was the winner at Martinsville. They had 26 cautions. 6. There's never a week off here for me. I will tell you that. We are hard at work planning the 2025 season, getting stuff sorted out for broadcasting, sponsorships, just overall league planning. So I can assure you that 2 weeks off for me is just 2 weeks off from having a race every night. I believe we still have, I think it's 4 races across the next couple of weeks. I know we have ARCA and we have Nexto. I think almost every week, and then we're also after Wednesday going to be having the SRX series invites going out as well, and that's going to be a summer series here, ending off the summer, so real life series as well. So lots of stuff still on the docket.
Any news on Cup Series sponsorship yet?
We are currently in the works on that. We've got something planned. We're finalizing details. That's all I can say right now, but it's hopefully going to be pretty exciting for everyone. It'll hopefully keep the charter entry fee for the Cup Series season right around $50 for next season. So we think that with the amount of money we bring in with that and the amount of money we get from sponsors, we should be able to fully fund a semi-professional, you know, above what we do here, broadcast for everyone for next season. So the news is good there.
All right, we love to hear it. I think this is the longest green flag run we've had in stage 1. Porter still maintaining that lead.
Yeah, we're down in the back of the pack here. We've got Henry Kowhoff and Jonathan Legger. This is a battle for, I believe, I say back of the pack, I mean, they're actually 11th, so right in the middle of the pack. This is John
They're fighting
Condoor
for that.
and Tyler Krawczyk here.
They're fighting for that final stage point, it seems. But stage points are only going to be awarded to the top 10.
Correct. Got the 84 Corey Schramm back there as well. Jim Mott back in the back as well after his early incident. Looks like he's just managing his stuff. A lot of
we got
learning going
a
on
battle
here.
for the lead going on right here. Johnny Avila trying to challenge Cody Porter for that top spot.
Looks like he's just running a tad bit lower to keep some downforce on his car. These two have pulled away from the remainder of the pack.
You know, there's a story somewhere about the old days of Kurt and Kyle Busch when they ran their quarter midgets. They would be fighting for first and second. Meanwhile, the rest of the field is a half a lap back.
It does feel like how it has been for the recent outlier speed co-invasion that we've seen between these two. They have definitely been the class of the field here in split number 3 as Johnny Avila rips it to the bottom. Let's see if he can make that stick. That is what I was doing earlier on the test session, and it's not as fast as maintaining. You don't get the run down the straightaway. It's very, very difficult to pass here, if not impossible. I think it's almost impossible if both drivers are skilled to make it pass here, unless there's a tire difference. So we'll have to continue to see if they are able to make a pass.
The gap between second and third place is almost a full 3 seconds. We're at a 2.75 second gap and growing.
You almost have to get right on that left rear corner panel and get them loose a little bit, you know? That almost seems like what you gotta do.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta take the air off the spoiler, or sometimes you just gotta give them the old chrome horn.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be
As
surprised.
we see here,
It's real close there.
Just close.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a bump and run between these two, having the friendly banter that they have. It seems like they're the ones battling for most of the wins, although last week we almost saw a couple of surprising winners based on strategy calls, but a late race caution took that away from them. So.
Absolutely. The gap now almost 3.5 seconds back. Zach Saunders takes third away from Nishil Condoor. Johnny is right up on the back bumper of Cody Porter. Oh, he gives him a little shove. He's going to the inside.
He's going to the inside.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Right as there's a move for the lead. We'll take a look here, and under caution here, Austin wanted to outline the SRX series stuff, so I will do that for him as well. Trying to see where the yellow was for. Is it this?
Another incident involving Connor Wold.
Ah, is that another Wold incident? Okay, hold on.
It is, in fact, another Wold incident.
Okay, let me see if I can find him here. Here he is with John Legger.
Yes, it is.
And
John's running high, Connor's running low.
Looks like, yeah, he
little
definitely
bit
got
of contact.
squeezed. Definitely, oh, that one is William Ranston hitting him right in the door. That one I'm not going to put on Wold. It looked like Legger squeezed him pretty low there, in my opinion. Not a lot of space for him to go anywhere, to be honest with you. That was a hard hit for Ranston, though.
Absolutely. And to quote the villain, that is Denny Hamlin, that's just short track racing.
Yep. That's another one of those racing deals. Let's take a look here. Yep, he sees it in front of him. Nowhere to go, and just slams right into the door.
And race control is chalking that up as a racing incident. No penalties will be assessed.
Yeah, it looked like a racing deal. Looks like they were just both battling for the same space and ran out of space there, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
All right, so once looks like everything's sorted out here, they will go back green. So we won't cover pit stops yet, but what we will cover is the SRX series stuff, because Austin didn't want to talk about that for those of you that missed the announcement regarding that. Let me pull it up here. So we have 2 Thursday Night Thunder series that will run in tandem with each other on the same night, back to back. Just have to find it. There it is. So the SRX series is going to be starting on July 25th, so it would be this Thursday. And there's going to be 4 weeks of racing events. So July 25th at Stafford Speedway, August 1st at Slinger Speedway, August 8th at Cedar Lake Speedway, that's a dirt track, and August 15th at Oswego. So how it works is the top 8 from the Cup Series after the Brickyard 400 are invited to the SRX Series, and the top 8 from split number 2 of the Sportsman Truck Series are invited, but there's no overlap in that. So anybody that's taken first from the Truck Series or from the Cup Series, they don't also get an invite from the Cup Series, obviously. So the 8 VRS Truck Series members from Split 2 have already been decided. Those 8 drivers are going to be Henry Kalhoff, Matthew Owens, Thomas Villano, Garth Griswold, Tyler Krawcheck, William Ranson, Christopher Burnham, and Connor Wool.
Green flag.
So those 8 have already been determined. And then the top 8 from the Cup Series standings at the end of everything will also be invited, and then it'll be a 16 car field for the SRX series. And on top of that, they will also have a street stock support series. They will run the same schedule. They will run at so those races will start at 8 o'clock, and then the SRX series will start after them. And they will have 50 lap features at the same track. And then those are open to anybody who would like to race them. So that's going to be a little bit of a Thursday night short track thunder deal for the league, is a little nice over the summer sports series.
Oh, absolutely. We just got word from race control that we're on a time constraint here with the amount of cautions that we've had.
I don't think we should be. They have a 3-hour time, 2.5 hours to finish.
And we're 35 minutes in, and we're almost at the conclusion of stage number 1.
Yeah, I mean, we have a 3-hour time slot, so I mean, they should have more than enough time to finish the race. So make their feet right into the 2-hour mark.
Assuming we stay green for the rest of the event, not including the stage yellows.
Oh, Jamot sideways!
Oh, save it, save it, save it! And caution is out again. That will end stage number 1.
Yep, and your top 10 getting stage points, getting the stage wins, going to be Cody Porter, followed by Johnny Avila, Zach Saunders, Nishil Condoor, Nathaniel Campbell, Wyatt Sadler, Garth Griswold, Thomas Villano, John Connor, and Mac Babney. Those are going to be your top 10 drivers earning stage wins.
Wyatt Sadler had a quiet bounce back after that second caution.
Yeah, it was. He's found himself back up to the 6th position as everybody gets ready to dive down pit road here. It was a really quick pit lane.
You got to be careful with these short tracks. Very easy to get nabbed for speeding here. We see some drivers elect to stay out.
That's going to be Tyler Krawcheck and William Ranson there staying out, and both of them are on the lead lap.
Maybe playing a little bit of strategy.
Potentially. Take a look.
Cody
here.
Porter
Looks
wins the
like
race off pit road.
he had a 0.6 second faster pit stop, followed by. It looks like everybody mainly in the 14.x pit time. 14.6. Take it back. Looks like Tyler Krawcheck did elect to go in. It looks like William Ranson did pit last on lap 50, so I'm guessing he took his tires and flipped the stage. So I would imagine that he is going to still have tires. He does look like his truck is damaged, however. Front end damage, that was from contact with Connor.
Oh, it looks like we got a penalty. Wyatt Sadler has received an end-of-line penalty.
Is that for many pit boxes? Shall we review?
Maybe because Gordon handed out the penalty. It's not an iRacing penalty.
Go ahead and throw it in reverse, Terry. Take a look. Yeah, it looks like he did go through. Let's count them.
Oh yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pit boxes.
Oh my God.
And that'll nab you here. They'll ding you for that for sure.
Absolutely.
He finds himself back in 19th place at the rear end of the field. That was a lot of pit boxes there, as it looks like the lights on the pace car are off. It looks like we are sticking to single file restarts here, going into stage number 2.
Makes you wonder who's going to have the advantage here. Is it going to be William Ranson or is it going to be Cody Porter?
Well, with the lack of front downforce that's on that truck, with it being pushed in, I foresee Cody Porter taking over the lead pretty swiftly here.
I would assume probably in the middle of 1 and 2. Pace car made the hard left onto pit road. Field in the hands of William Ranson. Green flag back in the air. Good restart by the 76. Cody Porter is going to dive to the inside. And he is going to challenge for position, but not quite. He's not clear.
The other thing we have to take into account, too, is... Oh, there's that side force gone!
Porter's loose!
Caution is out as he drove into the side of William Ranson, very similar to what Connor Wold did earlier in the race, and it is looking like that's gonna put him to the rear of the field.
Absolutely.
Let's take a look at that. They are side by side. We're gonna go to the chopper cam for this one. This is a perfect one to view in the chopper cam. So we can see them here side by side down the backstretch. Into the corner deep. Looks like the 76 drove lower than the 04 was thinking that he would, and the 04 came up just a little bit. And great job by everyone avoiding the 04 there sitting in the middle of the corner. No other damage to anyone, including Cody. Looks like Cody may have gotten nicked a little bit on the rear end, but other than that, I mean, that's not going to be terminal for him, for sure.
Absolutely not. Maybe a few seconds of optionals. Just let cooler heads prevail. Just lock some laps. You got the stage win.
The one who's licking his lips now is the 63 of Avila, his teammate, who is ready to take over that top spot. He's been riding behind Porter for all of stage number 1, looking for an opportunity. He may have just found his way into the lead of this race. Looking at the top 8 of the Cup Series standings currently for the invite into the SRX Series, it's going to be myself, Saunders, Burnett, Carlisle, Wolf, Leach, Mankey, and Vince Mitchell currently. It looks like Xander Short currently 8 points behind Vince if he were to show up in race at the Brickyard. The Uberman 3, 4, 5 points behind Xander there as well. 13 points behind Vince. So they would be the ones battling for that last invitation.
Some of these guys are doing double duty this week. Zach Saunders running the Truck Series and will be running the Brickyard 400 on Wednesday. Corey, I don't know about you, but I'm actually very excited to run the Brickyard.
I ran one Brickyard race. I was leading going into turn number 2, and I was unfortunately murdered subsequently the entry of turn number 2 on the last lap of the race. So let's just say the car was great. The competition was not mighty cordial on Sunday morning.
Yep. I ran Sunday night. I also ran, I think, Thursday night. And first Brickyard I ran didn't really do so well. Second Brickyard I ran last night, my computer decided it didn't want to connect to the internet. I reconnected just as qualifying ended, so I started towards the back of the pack. Made my way up to the top 10. Had some slight mix-ups with some other drivers, and then towards the end of the race, got a little loose out of 4, smacked the inside wall, sped down pit road, and that cost me about 3 laps.
That sounds like all she wrote there.
Yep. I feel like if that didn't happen, I would have had at least a top 10 car. As we see the field coming to the restart zone yet again, another single file restart. William Ranson with another good restart. He got a little bit of a shove there from Avila, as Avila is going to go to the inside.
Gonna get to that quarter panel. It's getting him loose, though. Here comes the 99 and Zach Saunders to the inside. They're 3 wide on the exit of turn number 2. This is going to allow Ranson to drive away. The 99 is going to throw his car to the bottom of the racetrack there, hoping that it sticks. Nothing
Johnny
there,
Avila
though.
is saying, hey, I still got a lot of race left in me. He's
Looks
going
like
to challenge
Ranson
Saunders for that.
is
3 wide for the lead.
significantly
Saunders goes
slower.
around.
Oh, my gosh. And it looks like no caution. He saved it. And that's going to allow Johnny Avila to the front.
That it.
Nishil Condoor working on the 76 of William Ranson now, but Ranson has that drive down the straightaways currently.
And caution is out yet again. That is an iRacing caution. Race control did not throw that.
David David Giemond. Already got some damage on that number 13 Fabricator X truck, and he's just loose out of turn number 4. Ooh, heavy damage to the front as he hits the inside wall pretty heavily there. That's gonna, looks like, yep, he did blow his engine there. So that's gonna be 30 minutes of repairs for that number 13 Chevrolet there.
Yep, he is towing it back to the garage.
William Ranson currently second position, as Nishil Condoor wasn't able to pass him there for second place. He still has that damage on the nose of his car and is heavily pushed in, obviously affecting the speed of his truck, as Johnny Avila made swift work of him at the front of the field. Looks like in getting damage fixed is the 25 of Jim Mott. Looks like he's got some right rear damage there. Looks like what scraped the wall. Looks like the crew just popped it out there, though. Looks brand new. Cody Porter looks like he was unable to find any positions there, either that or he pit. And Zach Saunders as well after contact with Johnny Avila. Let's go ahead and take a look at that as well.
Yeah, that was very interesting to say the least. 3 wide for the lead. You don't really see that kind of racing here at Indianapolis Raceway Park.
Yeah, it looks like Saunders did just overcook it into the corner. He did manage to save it, though. That was an impressive save by the 99 there. So
absolutely.
They were 3 wide coming out of the corner there as well, as they were coming up on that slower traffic. So yeah, that was an incredible save by Zach Saunders. Nextel is at Coca-Cola 300, not 600. Coca-Cola 300 at Charlotte, making up for a rain out last weekend caused by the release of College Football 25. So,
good old NCAA college football.
Yep.
In other gaming news, Exocross is launching tomorrow night. Another motorsports game available for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Developed by the same software engineers at iRacing.
Is that dirt bike racing?
It's it's picture those WRC games, but in outer space, so to speak.
Oh, what is it called?
Exocross.
Exo Cross. Let's see. Interesting. I did not know. Very interesting. It's like a. It looks like iRacing, but
But
it's
it's
not.
not.
It looks like the same graphics as iRacing. That's so weird. I wonder how it's gonna drive.
I'll tell you what, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I'm interested to see.
Cody Leach coming in saying, this track looks awesome. You should have been here, man. It's been quite an interesting race.
I wouldn't say the racing's been awesome. I would say the racing has been absent. As they are
I don't know.
green.
Did you see that 3 wide battle for the lead?
I did. I did see the 3 wide battle for the lead, but I also have seen the 9 racing incident cautions that we've had in 80 laps. See, William Ransom, he's trying to drive a little bit lower on the track here to maintain that second place position.
There will be a caution.
Caution is out yet again.
That is going to be caution number 10 here on lap number 79. This one is for Mac Fabini. Take a look at the 21 truck here.
Oh no. Mac, what happened, bud?
Another one of those loose on his own. Wow. Wait, great.
Wow.
Great job by Elliott or by Wyatt there to avoid that completely. No contact there for that 40 truck. Let's see what that looked like from his point of view. That was incredible race wreck avoidance. Great job hitting the gas and avoiding that wreck there.
That is some 10 out of 10 wreck avoidance right there. That's almost reminiscent of when the trucks ran at Talladega a couple seasons ago. The only series I could run in was the trucks and Xfinity series. There was one big wreck. It involved, I think, like 15 or 16 trucks, and I somehow managed to squeeze by everybody.
Yeah, that was pretty intense there. He stopped right in front of him, so that was a great job by Wyatt there. As you see, the rubber is actually starting to build up on the outside of this racetrack, so maybe these guys are getting a little too high or getting a little too low on the track, and they're just hitting it where they don't need to be hitting it.
Some mid-race communications between some of the drivers and race control. They're going to keep it under caution while some drivers get their repairs done. It looks like Henry Kalhoff just exited the pits. And some frustrations out of the truck of Johnny Avila, saying word for word, this is just getting sad. This is taking so long for no reason. We can all give space and stay green.
I mean, what he doesn't know is a lot of the cautions have been single car incidents. It's not a lack of space. There have been 2 that have been caused by people running into the side of each other and spinning out, but I would say at least half of the cautions so far have been related to people just gassing it up too hard on the exit of the corner.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad I'm up here in the booth and not on the track. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, this one is not one that I would have wanted to race.
Yep. And we just got word it is 1 to go here. Pace car is going to make the hard left turn onto pit road. Field in the hands of Johnny Avila. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right.
That's what I've been calling him. So
Green flag.
Green flag back in the air. Great launch by the 63. And he's going to pull away from the 76 of William Ranson.
side by side on the backstretch here. This is Nathaniel Campbell and Nishil Condoor.
The advantage to Nate Campbell.
Looks like he got the outside of Nishil on the restart. He's going to find himself now in the 3rd position. Side by side here, this is Thomas Villano and Garth Griswold.
Garth Griswold hit the wall just a little bit in that corner, but he kept it straight.
78 of Villano looking for his way around the 00 here. VRS going to try and pinch the 78 down to the bottom of the track there and get a run off the corner. The basic defensive line here at the Indianapolis Raceway Park.
And Johnny Avila has checked out.
This is currently the battle for the 5th position here between Thomas Villano and Garth Griswold. As joining the fight here behind them soon is going to be the 40 of Wyatt Sadler. He has just made a move behind them on John Connor.
Let's see if we can get that relative up just so we can see how far back William Ransom is.
0.5 seconds. And the
Caution is out yet again.
One's going to be for the 28 of John Legger. Take a look at what happened here. Another solo spin that was assisted by Connor Wold, but the initial contact was due to Legger slowing down after what sounds like he was getting loose. Let's take a look on the inside of his truck, see if it was sliding sideways. Yeah, you can hear him sliding, getting sideways, locking it down, and the 88 is going to find the rear bumper of the 28. Nowhere for him to go. Caution coming out for the 11th time here. Lap number 90. Still 30 laps remaining in stage number 2. I should have set up my Xbox over here. I could have gotten some recruiting done on College Football 25 if I knew we were going to have this many cautions.
Oh, absolutely.
Looks like Johnny Avila did just pit in. I wonder if he is taking his final pit stop now and just plans on running the rest of the race on this set of tires.
It's a possibility.
Sun is setting over the Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park here for the VRS Truck Series. If you are looking for coaching, setups, or sim racing hardware, make sure to head on over to VRS. VRS has all of those and more, with professional coaching under Team VRS by Bobby Zielinski for the oval side, as well as professionally built setups for, I think it's over 80 cars, with just a $9.99 subscription every month. So make sure to head on over to VRS if you're looking for any of coaching, sim racing hardware, or decent setups over there to get your racing. That is I think it's virtualracingschool.com. Yeah, virtualracingschool.appspot.com, and then it's also VRS.racing/team VRS. That's for the coaching. If you have any interest in getting coached by Bobby Zielinski in the ovals, that's the place it's going to be.
I may have to invest. There's only so many Mickey wins you can get before all your talent runs out, you know what I mean?
Thomas Villano to the inside of the track down there. I wonder if he's just trying to save some fuel.
Definitely a possibility. I don't think you'll have to worry about saving fuel if we go what like 10 laps every caution.
5 laps every caution, and then a couple of laps under green, and then some more caution.
And touching back on what Corey said, very, very happy to have VRS on board sponsoring the Truck Series for the remainder of this season and through the 2025 season.
We're getting ready to go back green here.
Huge stack up in turn 3.
William Ranson back in control of the field after Johnny Avila pit, and green flag is in the air.
Great restart by the 76. Let's see if he can hang on to that lead. As we see Nate Campbell slowly close the gap on the outside. Can't get there in time.
That is going to be Wyatt Sadler to the inside, looking on Thomas Villano here on the restart. Ooh, the 00 in front of him getting loose.
Nice save there by the 00.
They are stacked up 2 by 2 here. This is for 5th position.
We almost went 3 wide there.
Thomas Villano hard into the wall there.
Oof.
As that might lose him his position. It is going to lose him his position to Wyatt Sadler. On the outside now is going to be Garth Griswold. Garth Griswold following the 00. Or Garth Griswold in the 00 being followed by Wyatt Sadler here. Sadler's going to hop down to the bottom. Looks like his car got a little loose there on the bottom. He's not going to get as much exit speed. There's Garth taps the wall on exit. Let's take a look
Field
as well.
still in the hands. Oh, we got a challenge for the lead here. Nate Campbell on the outside.
Looks like he does get to the outside of William Ranson, and when that happens, you can pretty much kiss that position goodbye.
Absolutely.
As there goes the 82 Nathaniel Campbell to the front of the field, our normal broadcaster.
Yep. Oh, we see William Ranson just tag the wall a little bit there on the outside.
Oh, he gets it again. That's going to bring Nishil Condoor up into the 2nd place position as we're almost 3 wide. That's Johnny Avila back in 6th place already after the pit stop. He's now working on William Ranson. He's going to rip it all the way down to the apron here. Let's see if he can make that stick.
Now that is a crossover move if I've ever seen one.
He's going to slot in right behind the number 40 of Wyatt Sadler here, who now looks to go to work on the 60 of Nishil Condoor. Johnny Avila looking to get more exit speed on the corner there. He's not going to find it. He's going to look to the bottom. As Wyatt Sadler's going to get into the wall, and Johnny Avila is going to take over the 3rd position. Worked his way from the back of the field to the front.
Heavy hit for the 40 of Wyatt Sadler.
99 to the back bumper of Thomas Villano. That is for 6th position. Zach Saunders looking to make a move down the inside here. Not enough momentum. Garth Griswold might find his way back around on the outside here.
20 laps to go here in stage number 2.
Saunders going to send that deep into the corner. Slide up in front of Garth Griswold and go back to work on the 78 of Thomas Villano here. Villano
Saunders is going to go to the inside.
Looks like Villano did get his nose on the outside of William Ranson. He's going to have to respect that space and most likely lose the position. Villano cut down a little low there. He's going to find his way through in the crossover move. William Ranson slow on the top side of the track. That's a heavy hit for that 76 UPS machine. He keeps it straightened out. No caution. 17 laps to go here in stage number 2. While that was going on, Johnny Avila took the lead. There's action all over the track. We'll go ahead and take a look at the pass for the lead here. One last time, or one quick time here, as it looks like Nathaniel Campbell got into the wall, giving the 63 the opportunity to get underneath him, side by side down into turn number 4, and he sends it, makes it stick, and that is going to be for the lead. Johnny Avila takes over the lead of the race again. He drove from back to front. He did the back to front challenges. Now we see Thomas Villano getting loose down low. He manages to save that. There's chaos happening around every corner of this racetrack right now. Clicking it in on the exciting button, let's take a look at what iRacing deems to be exciting around the track. This is the 97 working on the 76. He's going to get to the outside of him, hopefully get around him here on corner exit. He is going to have to run down the front straightaway here.
Just barely touched the wall there.
Looks like he is going to have him clear out of turn number 2, and that means that the 21 of Mac Fabney will be the next one to work on the 76, who does have that major front end damage we highlighted earlier. The 88 of Connor Wold is behind him. Looking to the bottom. Not going to have enough to clear him yet. He looks down to the inside. Gripping that bottom lane. They are side by side down the backstretch here. This is a battle for the 11th position as Wold is going to slide up in front of him. I guess Ranson slid down, but that is going to be a pass for the 11th position.
Johnny Avila has once again checked out. The gap to the car behind is 1.3 seconds and growing.
76, William Ranson getting into the wall there as well.
William Ranson is struggling. He led the majority of stage number 2. As we see Nishil Condoor and Wyatt Sadler battle for position. This is for position number 3, I believe. Wyatt not quite getting the job done is, oh, maybe. Maybe. We'll see.
Side by side going down the backstretch here.
The advantage to Nishil Condoor. As we see Zach Saunders get into the mix. We are now 10 laps to go here in stage number 2.
Somebody in the wall behind them here. The 99 of Zach Saunders, a little scrape of the wall. And it looks like Cody Porter just hasn't had the same speed as his teammate has when they both found themselves at the back of the pack. Avila was able to drive through the pack right away while Porter was not. Porter has seen himself slowly working through the field back up to the 6th position. But Avila, on the other hand, I don't know if he just got a better draw, but he drove right through the field.
I think this right here is the longest green flag run we've had all evening.
Still there?
Cody Leach. Yep, Cody Leach in the chat. The boys know I like green flag racing, so they are being good. So we see Cody Porter challenge Wyatt Sadler for that 5th position.
He did take it over as well.
He did take it. He did, in fact, take it over. 4 laps to go here in stage 2.
About to make a move on the Nishil Condoor down into turn number 4, maybe. He's loose. Not going to get it. The slide back in line. That was for the third position.
Valiant effort there by Zach Saunders. 3 laps to go here in stage number 2. It continues to be Johnny Avila leading the way. The gap now 1.4 seconds. .5 seconds now. Pit road entrance has closed. This indicates that we have 2 laps to go here in stage number 2.
Looks like Saunders
Cody.
is dealing with a heavily loose race car right now.
Absolutely. You know what'll fix that up?
A little bit of wedge, a little bit of tire pressure.
Maybe just some fresh tires.
Zach Saunders to the bottom of the show looking for one more spot. He's not going to get it. He's actually going to concede 2 spots.
Oh, Saunders got a little bit loose on the backstretch.
He is going to concede 2 spots because of that, moving Wyatt Sadler up into the top 5 as we approach
Johnny Avila. Johnny Avila wins stage number 2. Nate Campbell follows behind him. Nishil Condoor P3. Cody Porter bounces back to P4. Wyatt Sadler P5. Zach Saunders P6. Thomas Villano P7. Garth Griswold P8. Stram P9. And Connor Wold bounces back to a 10th place finish here in stage number 2.
That is going to take us to the end of stage number 2. We have 10 more points being handed out to Johnny. Well, actually, no, 19 points now. So he got second stage 2, second stage 1, first in stage 2. Easily enough.
And because of that long green flag run, we went back to double file restarts.
That's always good to see. Love to see that. Cars entering down pit lane here. Looks like Cody Porter took 2 tires. He's going to come out in first place. Avila took 4. Connor took 4.
Interesting strategy.
Everybody takes 4 except for Cody Porter taking 2. That's going to put him at the front of the pack.
Going to be interesting to see double file restarts now that the sun has pretty much fully set here. The lights have come on.
It does look like a lot of these cars have tightened up over the course of the race with the cooler temperatures. Garth Griswold heading to the back of the pack. I'm wondering if he got a speeding penalty there.
It's a possibility, or we could have seen possibly an unsafe pit exit.
That's another possibility. Forgot about that. There's a very, very skinny pit exit there yet to get sorted out. Cody Porter with the 2-tire strategy will be interesting to see how long can he hold off his teammate of Johnny Avila. Looks like choose cone will be the next time by. They'll be choosing next time by, going back to double file restarts here.
And willing to bet that Cody Porter is going to choose the outside. That's been his preferred racing line. That's something we haven't seen in a while. Choose cone coming up.
This country was built on short track racing.
Yes, indeed.
Drivers coming to the choose line here. I'd say choose cone, but there is no cone. Nothing on the track. Cody
And it
Porter's
looks
gonna
like
slap himself against the wall again there.
Yep, choosing the outside. Johnny Avila goes to the inside. Nishil Condoor has elected the outside. Zach Saunders inside. Thomas Villano has also chosen the inside. Garth Griswold has chosen the outside. Connor Wold, and then the 84. 84 is Corey Schramm. Gotcha.
Get ready to go back green here.
Nope, not quite. They have
Looks like it
extended the
was
caution.
extended, yep. They'll come
Looks like
back
some
around, do
confusion
one
in the
more
back of the
pace here.
pack.
Back of the pack, there's the 51 of Michael Deach and John Legger. As well as Wyatt Sadler. Gosh, that's so hard. Anytime I see the last name Sadler, the first name that comes to my mind is Elliott. So that's going to be tough to get out of my head.
Gonna name drop here. Remember Hermie Sadler?
I do. That was Elliott Sadler's brother, right?
Yeah. Ran a little bit in the, I believe, the Bush Grand National Division, and was a reporter for Fox Sports.
Yep. Side by side, stacked up again for the first time since about lap 30, and we are green flag in the air. Cody Porter on the outside. Taking the lead here with his 2 fresh tires. Everybody else on 4 tires. Highlight the differing of strategies here. Dex Honors keeping to the inside with Nishil Condoor going down into turn number 3. Going to try and throw his car in there. Not going to find the rotation I think he was looking
Caution
for.
is
and
out.
Caution is out again. Oh, Wyatt Sadler,
Wonder.
Henry Calhoff, William Ranson involved.
Oof.
Let's take a look at what happened. Oh, looks like Ranson just got tight. And it looks like there was a secondary incident as well, as that one didn't include those other drivers we were discussing. Let's see here. Elliott Sadler to the bottom, 3 wide.
Wyatt Sadler.
Yeah, sorry. Wyatt Sadler. Oh, gets hit by Nathaniel Campbell as well. And it looks like, yeah, Henry Calhoff was involved as well. That's not going to be day ending, but that is going to probably be some wheel damage for Wyatt Sadler as well as Nathaniel Campbell, who were caught up in that one. As Nathaniel Campbell is in the pits with what appears to be some right front damage.
And it looks like we're back to single file restarts. That didn't last very long.
Wyatt Sadler looking to get his damage fixed here as well is Henry Calhoff. As you can see, not a whole lot to talk about.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise.
A whole lot of wrecking. Like they should be coming to 1 degree this time by, but it will be a single file restart.
I hope you can hear some of this driver commentary going on.
I cannot. I have the chat turned off.
I can tell you, it's quite entertaining. And we just got word from race control. Jim Mott has manually disconnected. He is done for the day.
Yeah, I never saw what happened. I don't know if he blew his engine or what. Never seemed to catch it on the broadcast. Might have to send him a text message here. get ready to go back green here.
Yeah, he's just been sitting in the pits getting his damage fixed, and I think his team just said, you know what, bring it back to the hauler. We're done for the night.
Green flag.
And green flag back in the air here. Lap 134. Currently...
Wide for position behind Tyler Krawcheck.
That's going to be Wyatt Sadler looking to make up his positions here. Lost on the last incident. The bottom of William Ranson here is the 40 of Wyatt Sadler. Like Ranson is racing him hard. Does not want to concede. This for the 12th position on the track.
You see Cody Porter continue to dominate yet again. Dominated most of stage, pretty much all of stage 1. Wasn't anywhere to be found in stage 2 up until the very end, and here he is leading once again.
Thomas Villano sitting in a 6th place position currently. A little loose down low there.
Good save there by Villano.
I believe this is his first Truck Series race. Maybe his second. I can't remember if he was here last week or not.
You know, he's been having a quiet night so far, just sitting in the top 10.
Just quietly moving his way up, positioning through attritioning. Connor Wold back into the top 10 as well after his...
We may have a battle for the lead here. Cody Porter and Johnny Avila are battling for that top spot. Avila's diving down hard into the inside.
Still no dice for that 63 as he's driving down low, having to lift underneath the 04 at the time. Just the track is just not wide enough for them to run too wide and make it stick.
He's going to dive it in again in turn 3. Cody Porter gets a little bit loose on the top side. They're side by side down the front stretch. Jinx, you owe me a Coke. They are still side by side. Nobody's giving an inch.
Just highlights how difficult it is to pass here, especially when you have two evenly skilled opponents.
Absolutely. And also, I'm pretty sure they're teammates.
Yep. Not an inch being given here for the teammates either.
Even though one's running a Toyota, the other one is running a Ford. Remember back in 2019 when Rick Ware Racing was running 3 different manufacturers?
Yep.
Oh, we see Johnny Avila get a little bit loose out of 4 there, and he's going to give away whatever time he made up on Cody Porter.
Back then it was whatever bumper fit on the front of the car that week.
Yep, it's whatever Cody Ware didn't wreck.
Yeah.
And it is, in fact, his first league race. According to someone in the chat, it is Corey Schramm's first truck race tonight, making his debut start.
The lead heating up once again down the front backstretch here.
Dead even as they go into turn 3. Dead even out of 4.
Oh, a little bit into the walls. The 04 gives the door a little bit to the 63. He's diving that in there. The 04 hits the wall. That's going to clear.
Oh.
All clear. 63 new leader.
If it's not the 04, it's the 63. These two trucks have been dominating.
So we run back through the back of the pack here, see if there's any other side-by-side action going on. Got Nathaniel Campbell on the front, or on the back bumper of Mac Fabity here. This is for the 11th position. Nathaniel Campbell looking to the inside of Fabity. Doing yet.
Henry Kalhoff has just went a lap down.
Side by side, the 82 and the 21. 82 is going to dive it in down towards the bottom. Gas it up a little bit earlier than the 21 and drive away.
And look who snuck back into that third position. It's the number 99 of Zach Saunders.
After a mid-race spin not too long ago, he has found his way back up, and he's actually gaining on Cody Porter now as well. Looks like that two-tire strategy did not work for him. Three-quarters of the way done here at IRP, 150 laps complete of 200 laps.
As we are now crossing, we are officially in the last quarter of the race, 50 to go. Little impromptu crank it up session.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I'm not gonna lie to you, man, this track's boring.
Yeah.
Well, at least restarting in single file took all the fun out of it, I will say that, actually. I mean, that's where where this track shines, is the too wide, and then after that it's kind of like Indianapolis. Gets strung out. We do have Zach Saunders approaching the 04 Cody Porter. Looks like two-tire strategy did not work for him.
Yeah, the gap now to the gap between Johnny Avila and Cody and Porter is now 1.5 seconds and growing. Actually shrinking down to 1.48 seconds. Now up to 1.5 seconds.
And Saunders is gonna have to find his way around him. He is faster currently than both drivers, but the question's going to be, here's this move right there. Does he have the time to make up? Or does he have it? Does he have the time to make it up? So
I think he's got it.
So he is currently 1.8 seconds down. Last lap he was the same speed as Johnny Avila, but that was making a pass on Porter. So we'll see out of this lap here. Well, he's making another pass here. This is on Michael Deach, a lap car, so it looks like lap car is getting in the way currently. We'll bring up the battle box here.
You know, I retract my statement. I don't think Saunders can catch Avila in time. The gap is now 2.1 seconds.
Yeah. Take a look at the delta over the last few laps here. Actually, look at it the other way around. The gap has increased over the last 3 laps here.
Gap now to 2.2 seconds.
I don't think Saunders is going to quite have the pace. 22.5, 22.4. 22.49, so that was just about an even lap time there for Avila and Saunders.
Saunders is going to need a caution in order to have any sort of challenge for the 63 of Avila.
Almost a tenth of a second faster that time for Saunders, which, I mean, he would have to be 20 laps like that lap in order to be even close, and he's got 4 cars of lap traffic in front of him to work through, so.
Yep. And look who's right in front of him. That's the 28 of John Legger.
The 4 of Tyler Krawczyk with some damage, 76 of Cody Ransom. I mean, these are cars that are not easy to pass here.
A little bit of contact between the 4 and the 76 there. Not going to be a factor for Saunders. He squeezes by Ranson. And now he's got that clean air.
He did lose about half a second that lap, as we see there.
You see Ranson and Legger both into the wall, but they keep it straight.
So now that he's got some clean track in front of him, we'll start to see just how close in lap time Saunders really is to Avila. He has, keep in mind, 35 laps, and he was a tenth of a second slower that time. This will be his first full lap in clean air. So this will be the benchmark lap. We'll be able to see what kind of speed does Saunders have. Is it enough to catch Avila? Coming across the line here. He is a tenth and a half faster is Saunders. So in theory that would be approximately 25 laps until he gets near him, and then he would have 10 laps to pass him if he can maintain that pace. See another lap here. Again, a tenth faster than Avila, so he is finding speed, chunking down that gap. How quickly can he do it?
It was almost a 3-second gap. Now it's shrunk down to 2.3 seconds.
Yeah. Another quick lap here for Saunders. Another tenth knocked off. So his pace is currently about a tenth faster than Avila. Gonna be the Zach Saunders show.
Oh, he's got a wreck.
How you doing in there, kid?
Big hit from the 84 of Corey Schramm. Garth Griswold also involved, and the 82 of Nate Campbell also involved.
Go ahead and take a look at what just happened here. Like, oh, the 82 or 84 is a little hot into the corner. 00 and 82 involved. Those are teammates. And caution is going to fly here. I believe that is the 14th caution.
I don't know. I lost count.
14th caution of the night, according to the scoreboard. Zach Saunders, Johnny Avila taking tires. I wonder what the strategy is going to be. It looks like there's going to be another 2-tire call.
Well, it looks like everybody's taking 4.
So everybody learned from the mistake of Cody Porter. And everybody also comes to pit lane with 30 laps remaining. Laps to go here under the lights at Indianapolis Raceway Park. One more time, gonna throw out a thank you to our sponsor of the series, VRS. If you're looking for sim racing gear, sim racing setup, sim racing coaching, anything having to do with sim racing, head on over to VRS. You can find them at for the coaching aspect, I believe it is VRS.racing. Yeah, VRS.racing. You can find all of their items there. VRS.racing/team. VRS is their coaching. And then you can also find their sim racing equipment, such as wheels, wheelbases, pedals, all of that. and setups, data packs, everything you need to improve on your own over on their website as well. That is VRSRacing.com. They are your sponsor of the VRS Truck Series here, hosted by Crown Jewel Racing. We are currently in split number 3, round number 3, the upcoming schedule for the remainder of the Truck Series schedule goes as such. We have Rockingham Speedway. That'll be the next race in the Truck Series. That is 2 weeks from now. That'll be, or 3 weeks from now. Let me double check that. That is August 5th. Bring up a calendar here. Let's kind of take a lay of the land here over the next few weeks.
Just
It's actually easier to
like
go.
that, Control has elected to remain to keep the single file restarts.
Ready to go green here. It looks like John Avila has control of the field again.
Hands of Johnny Avila yet again, and look who's right behind him, Zach Saunders.
Green flag.
Green flag in the air for
Green
John.
flag back in the air. He and Saunders both running a similar line there. Avila running just a little bit lower.
Heck? Oh. There we go. Now keep in mind, Zach Saunders was roughly a tenth faster after about 25 to 30 laps. So Zach Saunders better in the long run, but is Johnny Avila appearing to currently be faster, at least in the short
Caution
run? And
out
caution
yet
out.
again.
You can't hear Earl. Can you hear me? Did not hear
John Connor involved in an incident here near the back of the pack. And looks like he just gets loose and goes for a spin down the backstretch here at Opus Oil Raceway.
Self spin here. I don't think he made any contact with that inside wall.
Just a slight little bump, but nothing damage.
And you can tell Zach Saunders wants that lead. He is hungry.
.25 laps to go. Just hit that 25 to go mark. I'm guessing that means we're going to stay single file. So congratulations to Johnny Avila on winning the race here in Indianapolis. We can go ahead and pull him in for an interview now, because I don't foresee any possible way of him losing this race with a single file restart, if I'm being completely honest.
You'd be surprised.
Outside of a full and total collapse of everything he's ever built in his entire sim racing career, I just don't foresee it. Now, I hope that the gods prove me wrong and we get an exciting race for the lead here, but to be quite honest with you, with how we've seen these leaders drive away from the pack, I don't foresee it. I don't. Looks like they've got 2 to green here. Yep, should be 2 to green. Pace lap after this will be 22 to go. We go green.
One to go next time by, according to race control. Never mind.
Looks like extra lap may have been added there.
Yes.
So let's go over the upcoming schedule during this off period for the Cup Series and the Truck Series. On Sunday, July 28th, we have 100 laps at Las Vegas. also have 200 laps at Dover in the Nextel Cup Series. So that was ARCA Series,
Ooh.
Nextel Cup Series. The following week, we have what appears to be an off week for ARCA, and then we go to Rockingham Speedway for the Truck Series. And then we are heading to Pocono in the Gen 4. And
That should be an interesting race for sure.
And the following week, we all return to racing action with Richmond Raceway in the trucks. Where's ARCA go? Oh, there it goes. Irwindale Speedway in ARCA. That'll be interesting. And then Michigan Raceway in Gen 4, and then obviously Richmond again in the Truck Series. We also will have those SRX series packed in on Thursdays as well.
Green flag back in the air. 21 laps to go here. Advantage to Johnny Avila. Wow, totally butchered that.
3/10 lead off the gate there. 2 wide races back to back. We'll take a look at that for now. Another Crosscheck, John Connor. Mac Fab.
Oh, we got one. We got one on the grass. We stay green.
That's John and Legger, according to my notes. We got Mac Fabity and Corey Schramm side by side here. Currently the only 2 side by side.
Oh my God!
Zach Saunders loose.
Saunders got tagged by Cody Porter.
Oh, into the front of White Sadler. He tags Villano. Caution coming out. Mac Fabity, William Ranson. It's a big one. Zach Saunders, heavy damage to the front of his Silverado, as well as Thomas Villano here as well getting tagged. Slight damage there. Where is Wyatt Sadler, the 4th place truck? Heavy front end damage for that truck. He's going to take that one in to get looked at as well. A lot of cars collected from the Zach Saunders incident. We'll take a look at how that happened here.
Just to give a little bit of backstory behind this last incident, I have the driver radio turned on, and you just hear Cody Porter screaming no. So obviously, definitely non-intentional. Yeah. I think he just had carried a little too much speed there in the corner.
The 04 definitely carried too much speed in, and I believe that left front of Zach Saunders is cooked. Oh yeah, a direct hit on the suspension of that left front. We'll have to take a look at this in the left front suspension cam. Shout out to the VRS media team for getting this camera angle on the side of the truck. I don't know how they mount it there, but you can definitely see that that was directly on the wheel well of Zach Saunders. That thing is definitely not towed the right way any longer. That's going to be some hefty damage. That was the VRS wheel well left front cam brought to you by VRS. Make sure to get your sim racing equipment, coaching, and setups over there at VRS.racing. They're putting GoPros on the sides of our cars now, folks. That's how advanced these camera angles are getting. Big hit
VRS
to the
is
front of Wyatt Sadler here. Let's take a look at the front of his car. It looks like it was mainly fixed. A little bit of front left damage. You can see the splitter lifted off the ground. That is going to affect the downforce on the front of his car. Johnny Avila now being chased by Nishil Condoor in the 61, as well as Cody Porter, his teammate back there in the 04. The 04 just shipped Saunders into another universe. Villano was tagged in that. It looks like he was able to receive his position back. I think he has some left rear damage. No major left rear damage here. Connor Wold finding himself back up into the top 5 though. Good to see him back up there as well. As we count down to the end of the race here, 16 laps to go. I believe we'll be approaching 15 laps to go when we go back green here.
It'll be 14 to go when we go green here. We just got the 1 to go signal from the flag stand. This is going to be quite an interesting race. Pace car ducks down onto pit road again, hopefully for the final time tonight.
Johnny Avila will lead us back to green for the 17th time tonight, including the initial start of the race.
Green flag.
Green flag in the air. Stacked him up behind him, and he's going to drive away. As that is Connor Wold diving down to the bottom here. And he's actually going to concede a position by doing that. He's going to throw this into the corner, slide up the track, and the caution's going to come
Caution is
back
out yet again.
Zach Saunders involved in another incident, this one at the back of the pack. Oh, looks like he's loose, and that might be the ender.
Oh, big hit.
99. Very large impact on the 99. And he's towed that one to the garage. Let's take a look at that from the view of Garth Griswold, caught at the back of the pack. Nowhere for poor Garth to go.
I'm gonna quote the great Mike Joy during one of the cautions for the Daytona 500 2 years ago when we unveiled the next gen car. Oh crap.
Yeah. Garth Griswold's car not sounding good. Not sure what the hopping on the throttle was there. 17th caution of the night comes to you at lap number 187. 187, caution number 17. That is about one caution every 9.2 laps for those of you doing the math at home. As we prepare to hopefully go green to the end of this race. I don't think anybody wants anything other than this race to be over and to take their 1 week break before returning to Rockingham.
Man, I need a vacation from after this race.
I think just about everybody will. Luckily, like I said, after this week, we only have technically 3 races a week, but those Thursday night races are going to be a little more just for fun, right? There's going to be some prizes involved, but it's going to be more fun, so. So Connor Wold was able to hold off Nathaniel Campbell during that battle for 5th place. I think we should be approaching 1 to go here. Oh, yep, 1 to go here.
1 to go.
We are 1 to green.
Race control has shortened the caution laps. 10 laps to go. It'll be 9 to go at the line. And we want to know, are we going to hit 20 cautions before the end of the night? I hope not.
We hope not. Emphasis on hope. Johnny Avila into turn number 3. He's going to have control over the field. So we get ready to go back green for the 18th time tonight.
Green.
Green flag in the air, and he's going to drive away from the 61 of Nishil Condoor. Nishil Condoor maintaining a closer gap than Saunders was able to within 0.2 seconds now. He is running a little bit higher, but he has Cody Porter on his tail.
You see him he got a little bit loose out of 4 there.
Yeah. Interesting to see if they're going to be able to maintain that speed, as it looks like now Avila is driving away from Condor, who is driving.
Oh, Connor just Nishil Condoor
hard.
just barely scraped the wall there. That's going to give the second position away to Cody Porter.
And that's pretty much going to give Avila the race, barring any yellow flag shenanigans here. 7 to go. He's driven away by a second. Let's run through the field, see where else we've got some battles here. Got William Branson looking to the inside of Tyler Krocek. Behind them is going to be Wyatt Sadler to the inside of Henry Kalhoff. Damage there on the 40 truck. I wonder if there was any engine damage sustained in the issues that he had.
Definitely a possibility. He hit the 99 pretty hard.
Yep. Up in front of them here, Tyler Krocek and John Connor and William Branson racing car. This
Ooh,
is
they were 3 wide there for a split second.
Yeah, this is for the 9th position. Mac Favity in front of them.
And just like that, 4 laps to go here. And Johnny Avila has pretty much checked out. He said, okay, boys, y'all have fun back there. I got this one locked up.
On board here with the 97 of John Connor. Currently sitting in the 10th position.
We are officially in... Oh! I was just about to say we are in green, white, checkered territory, and a caution comes out.
That's going to be for the 35 of Henry Kalhoff. Henry Kalhoff.
And just like that, we're going into overtime here at Indianapolis Raceway Park.
Looks like the 00 gives the 35 a nice little push. And the caution will fly.
That was an iRacing caution. Our Mr. Race Control Gordon Fraley did not throw that.
Yeah, it was Henry Kalhoff was sideways on the track, so did trigger.
All right, now the question is, how many green, white, checkered attempts are we going to use tonight?
I just think 1. It seems like it's been fine. It seems like after about 3 or 4 laps, the guys seem to lose an edge and tumble. That's what it seems like to me, at least. I'm interested to see if we'll go back to double file restarts or if we're just going to hand this race to Avila and let everybody finish in their finishing
I can
positions.
confirm that we will go double file for these overtime restarts.
Okay. Well, that is going to be a little bit different. That is going to give Porter and Condor an opportunity to be in the fight a little bit more. What level? Not sure. We'll have to see. I mean, the jump he's going to get is insane. Should be getting ready to go to the choose cone. Is it this time or is it next time?
I have a feeling it's going to be next time by. Wonder how this is going to play out. It looks like Cody Porter is going to choose the... choose cone next time by. Looks like Cody is going to try to choose the inside, or he may be communicating with Johnny Avila. He may want to have him choose the inside so he can choose the outside. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Ooh, a little bit of a gamble. Johnny Avila has elected the outside. Cody Porter has elected the inside.
I'm wondering if the 04 is going to try and use the 04 or 8 tires is better than 4 method here, or if they're going to race each other clean for this finish. Another outlier
We
driver up
shall
there, the
see.
78 of Thomas Villano. He's found himself up into the 3rd position as well. So it looks like he does have his nose pushed in a little bit. So the splitter might not be all the way on the ground.
Field is stacking up in turn 3. The field in the hands of that outside car of Johnny Avila.
Green flag.
Green flag in the air. Good restart by the 63.
The
Do
04
they keep
down to
it
the
clean?
bottom, though. He is not conceding. He is going to lift for that teammate, though. He's not going to try and absolutely throw it in there. He's most likely going to try and set up a last lap pass if he can get his car to rotate.
Oh, we got a wreck in turn 3, but the leader has already taken the white flag.
White flag in the air, which means there will not be a caution. Hope the track is clear, because NASCAR does not throw cautions.
Until the last second. Track is clear. Coming out of turn 4, Johnny Avila is going to win here at IRP.
Oh, they're wrecking across the line. Wyatt Sadler getting up 9th. Garth Griswold oh, somebody's flipped on a short track. It's the 35 of Henry Kalhoff.
I was just going to say, wait, I'm not racing tonight.
Let's take a look at how that happened. Good God.
And they're still wrecking.
Oh, big hit. And the 35 goes for a tumble.
Oof.
Into the catch fence, even. See that engine in there. Still wants to drive somehow. They're still they're still wrecking each other at the end of this one.
It's become a demolition derby here at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Winner here, Johnny Avila, burning it down on the front stretch.
Let's go ahead and run through these finishing results here.
Johnny Avila, of course, your race winner. Cody Porter finishes 2nd. Nishil Condoor bounces back to P3. Villano finishes 4th. Nate Campbell finishes P5. Connor Wold bounces back to P6. Corey Schramm P7. Tyler Krawczyk P8. Wyatt Sadler, despite all of his issues, bounces back to 9th. Garth Griswold finishes 10th. Michael Deach 11th. Henry Kalhoff in 12th. Jonathan Legger finishes on the lead lap in P13. Mac Fabini 14th. William Ranson, tough day for him. He finishes 14th. John Connor in 16th. Zach Saunders scored 19 laps down in 17th. Jim Mott 121 laps down in 18th.
I believe that is... No, we do have David Giemond here. He was 134 laps down, and then the other 2 did not start the race. 1 race control, 1 engine issues, did not start the race. So that is your final results here live from the Indianapolis Raceway Park for the TSport 200. Under the lights, finished it up. Avila and Porter 1-2, followed by Nishil Condoor in P3. Let's go ahead and see if we can pull those guys in here.
Looks like we got Nishil Condoor in the pits.
Oh, yeah, I'll pull him up from there. So let's bring him up now. Hey, Nishil, this is Corey and Cameron up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, guys. Yeah, I do. What's up?
Hey, congratulations coming home on a 3rd place finish here tonight. How did you feel in general there towards the end of that one?
Yeah, it was a fun race. I definitely think I could have gotten Cody. I think me and Cody were pretty evenly matched, and I was actually reeling him down, I think, in that long run. But hit the wall there once or twice and can't make mistakes like that. So it was a really fun race. I loved racing with everyone. I feel so bad for Zach Saunders. Zach definitely had the second fastest car, and he was coming, but he got taken out in that big one towards the end of there. So good race overall. Hope you guys enjoyed the caution fest.
Yeah, we had as much fun as we possibly could have up here tonight. That's for sure. We are heading into an off week here. NASCAR is off for a week. The Truck Series will come back a week earlier though at the Rockingham Speedway. How are you feeling going into the Rock?
One of my best races. I know we raced there in the Gen 4, you and I, and we were all really competitive there. So I don't know if you're racing that race, but that'll be a good one for sure.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was there. It was a great time. A lot of tire saving going on there, so it'll be interesting to see um, how the setups are that people are bringing and whatnot, as it will be off the normal schedule. Um,
Are
for
you racing that, or is Nathaniel racing? Because I know you guys are
believe
splitting a schedule.
believe I'm racing the next race.
Oh,
I have to
that'll
look.
be exciting.
I'd have to double check, but I think I took the Rock. I know I took Milwaukee. We'll have to see because I'm racing most of the playoffs besides Auto Club. So, but yeah.
All right, well, I guess we'll see what happens then.
Any final thoughts here this evening going into this little off week we got here? Nice little break.
Yeah. Thank you and Cameron for being up in the broadcast. I'm sure it was a fun time. Maybe. uh, thanks to everyone for putting on a good race, and hopefully we'll see y'all at Rockingham.
Alrighty, thank you very much, and good luck the rest of the split. We'll talk to you later.
Oh yeah, deuces.
All right, that was third place finisher Nishil Condoor. Let's bring in second place finisher Cody Porter. I'm sure he'll have a lot to say. Hey, Cody, it's Cameron and Corey up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you were dominant the first part of the race. You kind of fell back a little bit the second part of the race. Final stage, you just showed up and you bounced back to a second place finish, finishing behind Johnny Avila. Walk us through that final restart.
First off, I gotta apologize to Zach. That's not a way I want to finish second. That's just not the way it needs to happen. So that's horrible. But yeah, that race was fun. The truck was good. I tried a different setup than what Wyatt was running and then what Johnny was running. And it was fine at the start of a run for the first 10, 15 laps, and it just kind of got way too tight. And I made some aggressive adjustments, and it made it pretty good towards the end. It just wasn't enough for Johnny. He just was lights out. Um, but Zach, I think he had the fastest truck at the end. He adjusted on it, and I think he would have had something for Johnny if I unfortunately didn't take him out at the end there.
Yeah, I overheard. I had the race up on my other monitor while I was watching the broadcast. I know you definitely didn't intend to tag the 99 of Saunders. I even heard you just scream no in the race control in the driver's channel. But really good performance out of you and Johnny for the most part. Um, uh, that's all I got to say. Corey, you got anything?
Yeah, we're heading into Rockingham a couple weeks from now. We do have an off week. So have you run the trucks at Rockingham? And if so, how are you feeling? And if not, then what's your prepare or your strategy to prepare?
I haven't with the new truck, updated truck yet, but we have with Rotor Pro before. I anticipate that it's going to be a top feeding track. Everyone's going to just run the top line the whole time. So I anticipate a few guys are going to try to build for the bottom, and then that's who is going to make passes essentially, and then just get to the top again and just run the rest of the race up top. So I don't know how it's going to play out. I hope that it's not going to play out that way, but based on how the new truck model is, the new track model, and how it's played out before, I think that's the way it's going to be, unfortunately. But it'll
Alrighty,
be fun either way.
yeah, for sure. Anybody else you'd like to thank over the course of the race tonight?
I just got to thank you guys for the broadcast. Always fun to watch it back.
Yeah, absolutely. It was
Yeah.
definitely not the most exciting broadcast. I will not claim to be the uh the best when things are slow like they were tonight. I mean, 18 cautions is tough for anybody to go over, but we tried to cover as much as we could to fill in those gaps, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of good racing when we did stay green, a lot of different strategies and stuff. So it would have been
For
nice to
sure.
highlight that a little more, but unfortunately, just the way it played out. So,
That's the way she
alrighty,
goes sometimes.
yeah, it
Appreciate you
is.
guys.
Yeah, absolutely. You have a good rest of your night, and good luck at Rockingham.
Thank you.
All right, that was running.
Oops, I moved my
Corey's back.
ended up moving myself because Discord was lagging. That was cool. All right, let's bring in Johnny Avila.
All right. Hey Johnny, it's Cameron and Corey up in the booth. You got a copy?
I hear you, bud.
All right. Well, you won. You dominated the last half of the race. You and Cody finished 1-2. Just walk us through those last couple of laps. I know in the iRacing chat you did sound a little bit frustrated with the amount of cautions, but overall you came out on top. Just walk us through those last couple of laps, including that one and only green white checkered attempt.
Yeah, I was waiting to see what Cody would do because we like to race each other pretty hard. So I drove it in really deep, knowing he'd probably do the same. I was just trying to make sure I kept my truck just far enough ahead. Um, but yeah, once we were able to get going and go green, it was a lot of fun. And that last run, Zach was actually starting to catch me. I think he might have been able to catch me if we stayed green to the end because I burnt up my right front. But it's unfortunate that he wasn't able to get the finish he probably deserved. Just unfortunate circumstances, but all in all, pretty nice race.
We're heading into an off week. And then we head back to Rockingham. What are your thoughts on the Rockingham facility?
I used to love that track. I think it's changed a little bit since I've ran it before to where like you run the high side or the medium line now more. So that'll be interesting. Have some multi-groove racing. Should be some fun.
Absolutely, it was an interesting race tonight. I definitely second your thoughts on it being, it could have been a lot cleaner than it was, but
Yeah, it seemed like in certain spots, maybe unintentionally, people were just kind of pinching when it was like no need.
yeah, it seems
I
like
think
too, like when you slam the door of somebody here, the track's so flat, you don't have banking to
yeah,
catch you, and it's just sending
it
you around.
it was easy to just send a car around if you slid up into somebody. But also with the bottom lane not being the preferred lane, it causes like a gray area of where the second car should run. So it's just one of those racing deals.
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody else you'd like to thank tonight as you round off your, was it third win in a row? Third win in a row, right? Fourth maybe?
I don't know. No, I'd like to thank everybody putting this league together. It's always fun. Um, Also Outlier Speed Co. The setups have been quality, which is really helpful in an open league. And you guys up in the booth giving us the opportunity to pretend to be race car drivers and watch these races back.
Absolutely. It was a decent race tonight. I'm sure Rockingham will be a lot better. I'm excited to move forward with the rest of the season here, and we're creeping up on playoff times. Looks like you and Cody are going to creep into the playoffs here and make a good run at it. It's going to be exciting. It's going to definitely shake things up. Looking forward to the rest of the season. So good luck.
Thank you. Have a great night, guys.
Yep, you too.
Yep, you too.
Alrighty, that's
All
just
right.
about going to wrap it up here from Indianapolis Raceway Park. We thank you guys all for joining us tonight, and we hope that you join us tomorrow night. We have the Coca-Cola 300 live from Charlotte Motor Speedway in the Gen 4 Fixed Cup Series, the Bob Henry Cup Series Gen 4. It'll be a great race. I'm excited.
I'm excited too. And before we go off the air, I just want to Really quick, give a huge thank you to VRS for sponsoring the Truck Series and sponsoring the 2025 season. Corey, you want to take it away with the thank you to VRS?
Yeah. Make sure make sure you guys check out VRS for any of your hardware, coaching, or setup needs. You can go ahead and head on over to vrs.racing for further information. vrs.racing/team VRS for the coaching. vrs.racing/shop for all of your hardware needs. And then I think it's vrs.racing/data packs, I want to say, for their setups and data. Just make sure you take a look and check them out. They're a great place for if you're just starting off in the world of sim racing. They've got some decent setups that can help make you competitive in open racing. And they've got some great sim equipment and coaching by Bobby Zielinski out there that you can go ahead and apply for on Team VRS. So thanks again to them for sponsoring the rest of the 2024 season and the 2025 season. And on that note, guys, we will talk to you guys later. Have a good one.